Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Jo and I mainly do irregular choice shoes and handbags. For those of you who've just joined, and there are a few this month, welcome, and I hope you really like it here and you like what I show you. For those of you that have been watching for a long time, I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy lives to sit down with me and watch my videos. And for those that are just lurking about and watching the videos, I would really appreciate you subscribing and joining a happy merry band. So what's been happening? Well, firstly, apologies, I'm an extra week along because I was in Glasgow, and I think I explained at that last video that I was there because I'd been asked to return for a photo shoot for the guy that I did the street photography thing for. And he's a university student doing a photography degree. Now you may think that, I'm a really outgoing person, and I am a really outgoing person. So if you put me in a room with a bunch of strangers, I'll chat away to them. I can work that room and I'll chat to anybody. I'm really happy in that environment. But put me in a situation where something's totally focused on me, and you think, well, this is totally focused on you, but it's because I imagine you all there, so it's like I'm talking to people, so I don't feel like it's focused on me, even though the camera is focused on me, which makes no sense. But it does, because I feel like I'm talking to somebody or some people. I imagine my friends sitting there. So, but something that's totally focused on me, I'm quite uncomfortable in that situation. So as I say, I've been challenging myself this year. So I did it. I went along and I did it. So the first day we got there on the Friday, because me and Mike decided to make a weekend of it. And we went to see Flo, which is a Latvian cartoon that won the Oscar. I enjoyed it probably more than Mike, but yeah, we both enjoyed it. But we went to the Everyman Cinema, and I just really like it. Like you can be having a coffee in there. I mean, I don't know if it's the same everywhere. It probably is. It's probably a USB. But they'll say, "Oh, that's your film ready for you to go in now," and I go, "Oh, thank you." Anyway, we only went in, and I mean, the cinemas, they have these settees, so you feel like you're sat at home, really. But there was only me and Mike. Well, normally they give a talk at the front, twitch your phones off, but it's all done in a nice way. Anyway, the girl came in and she went, "Well, you're the only two in for this film. You can do what you like, keep phones on, do what you like. You're not going to disturb anybody else because there's no one here." So we did. We had like a private showing of Flo. So then on the Saturday morning, that's when I had the photo shoot. Was I uncomfortable? Yes, nothing to do with John the photographer. He was absolutely brilliant. It was a nice atmosphere. It's me. It's definitely me. But we did it, and he's happy with the photographs for his uni degree, so that was all good. Then we went to see another film, Snow White. Because there's been a lot of controversy around that, so we decided to make our own minds up. I really loved it. The dwarves are a bit weird because they're kind of not, they're not people, and they're not cartoons, so they're kind of in between, and it does kind of take a minute to get used to it. And then once the personalities come out, you kind of forget about that. So I enjoyed it. Again, I think I enjoyed it more than Mike, although he did thought it was good. So I mean, this is kind of turning into a cinema review. And then on the Sunday morning, we went again to the cinema before we left because they were showing Six the musical, the stage show in the cinema. So we went to see that, really enjoyed that, and then we came home. So that was a very busy weekend. This weekend, the weather's been fantastic. I've got some new outside furniture. So we've been taking the benefit of sitting outside, because you know it's very rare in Scotland to get some nice weather. So it's going to turn today, so I think yesterday was the last opportunity out of this spell. So yeah, it was nice, and Mike's been steering him out the garden. It's been nice. Anyway, this is not what you're here for. You're here to see some stuff. Now, let's pair of sunglasses on. Well, the thing is, this is the last pair. Is it the last pair ever? Probably not. But I haven't got any more sunglasses to show you. Apart from these ones. So they'll be the end for a while. Comes in this lovely velvet pouch. I definitely seem to be a Gucci girl when it comes to sunglasses. Because I don't know whether I like the oversized ones, you know, they're more perfect for my big round face. But anyway, these, yeah, so they've got yellow lenses, and they've actually got, like, round the edge, like, I don't know how to describe it. I'll show it you when they're off. But they're like, you know, it's like, you know, when you have a gemstone and they're like, got that edge in. Black. Gucci down the side. I just love these. Now, because they've got this unusual lens with the facets, yeah, because it's got the facet in here, I'm not obviously going to change these, because I wouldn't be able to replicate that in, you know, like a prescription lens. So I am going to use these as, you know, a reading sunglass when I'm on holiday, so I can read my book or look at my phone or whatever. In these, I absolutely love them. So I don't know if you can see that you got this like faceting around the side. You've got Gucci at the side there, and then you've got the Gucci B on the end. I just think they're lovely, really. And that's the tint. Oh, come here, what now? Eyeliner on my finger. But yeah, I love that yellow tint against the black. So, last pair for a while. I don't think I need any more sunglasses. But you know that I'll end up buying sunglasses, but not for a while. Speaking of heart-shaped things, I picked up this lovely cute little Gucci purse. Now, it is small. I mean, it's, how can I do this? Small. It's just a cute little coin purse, and in this like pink, and it's got a little heart-shaped tab with Gucci on it. Ooh. There we go. And I have tried, and you can't get a card in this way. So you could get a card in and maybe some coins or a couple of notes. There is this here, so whether you'd hang it to another bag, or I've got the Louis Vuitton accessoire, which you can unhook the chain. So if you hooked both bits of the chain to there, you can make it like a little wristlet. But I just thought that was cute. It's a little cute compass, and it's like a metallic pink with the Gucci's on it. I thought that's really nice, and I love a heart-shaped anything. So yeah, love that. Now, I did promise to show you, when I showed you the feather cape from Rosa Bloom, I told you I got a jacket, and I have. I'm going to show you that, and then when I'm in the walking video, I can show it you on. Just for reference, I am, well, I know sizing's like really weird now, because things that are in my wardrobe at a size 20 I still fit in, but more nowadays I'm getting sizes 22, 24. So make of that what you will. So at the moment I'm size 22, 24, but my size 20s from older times still fit me, so I don't know. But I'm, you know, I'm not wee, is what I'm saying. So I got this, first of all, before I show you the jacket, I actually bought the matching pouch, because you know me, I love a pouch because they're fantastic, and I always bang on about this. They're fantastic for holidays because they're full, they lie flat, take up literally no room, and then you've got choice. So this is the sequins. Now, I don't know whether they're going to change, but these sequins are immense, that they go from blue to green, and then they'll go to pink, to orange, to gold. They're absolutely fantastic sequins. And you can see that she started off, well, they started off small and they go bigger, you know, to bigger sequins. So there's the difference in sizes. And then they've put this little, well, you've got your little tassel, and then they've got this lovely velvet wrist strap. And I just think that's so nice. Obviously it's just a zipper pull, and it's lined in this gorgeous yellow. Now, the colour for these sequins, because they have different, I was going to say flavours, different colours, is citrus. And I just loved the colour play on that. So that is the matching pouch to the jacket. So I will show you. I've got it on a hanger. Oh, I'm sitting on it. Hang on. You can hear it before you see it. So this is the back of the jacket, and this is the front. Now it's just got one single button here, and then it is just open, and you've got this yellow inside. Sleeves with sequins, you have to kind of brush them down. And again, it's got the same sequins that change colour. Now, I'm a great advocate for wearing sequins during the day. I think at night you get that lovely scintillation from sequins, you know, and it's that kind of evening light, or in a restaurant, or candlelight. But I think when you wear sequins during the day, and I've worn this for a lunch, and the sun's out, wow, the sequins just come into their own. They just absolutely flash away, and this was amazing. Now, Rosa Bloom, from their, you know, thing that they say on their website, they call it slow fashion as opposed to fast fashion. That they take a while to make. They're made in Bali. They're hand sewn, and when you get your label, you get the name of the person that made your jacket. They say that they're paid a fair wage, and that, you know, things take time, and so, you know, your jacket might have took a while to make, but, you know, now I've got quite a few sequin things. Have you, Joanne? What a surprise. I've got some that are really well made, and I've got some that are like just mesh, and the sequins are literally hanging on for dear life. I mean, there's one jacket, I get loads of compliments when I go to a gig, and it's good for a gig because it's just mesh, so it gives you no extra heat, because obviously it's boiling at a gig. And Johnny, my gig buddy at the end, is always crawling about the floor picking up all the scales so that I can sew them back on. But I just love that jacket, I do, I love it. But the quality is not fantastic, but it gives you the look. This is really good quality. You can feel it, it's heavy, really excellent quality, loads of sequins, love it. But, you know, it depends what look you want. I've actually bought a long sequin jacket that I wore. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I went to see Swan Lake. My son Leo bought us tickets to see Matthew Bourne's Swan Lake. It's where all the female corps de ballet is taken by men. honestly. If you ever get a chance to see, even if you're not even into ballet, because he makes it more theatrical. So if you like theatre, it makes it ballet more accessible, I would say. So if you ever get a chance to see it, honestly, it's fantastic. So I wore this long coat, you know, like in the old days, they used to have what they call opera coats. So the opera coats would go over their dresses, and they were always like voluminous and embroidered, or they would be, you know, match the dress or whatever, but they would call them opera coats. That was like kind of my version of my opera coat that went over my dress. And that sequin, it's not bad. I would say it was in between this and, but I will show you, maybe I'll show you that next time, the long jacket. But I love a sequin, absolutely love a sequin, and absolutely love this jacket. So now I have got a pair of Irregular Choice to show you. Now this shoe, and I've told you that the bottom has fallen out of the Irregular Choice market. This shoe used to be the shoe that everybody wanted. They would pay a lot of money for these. There would be bidding wars on them, and I've got them really cheap, and it's probably because the bottom's fallen out of the market. And they're called Take a Chance, and these are them, and they've got this iridescent material, and then this blue panel that's got like glitter behind it, and this like iridescent bow, and you've got the ankle strap, and then you've got the dice heel, and the dice are blue, and then you've got this embroidery that says, oh god, I have to take my glasses off to read, always bet on the Queen of Hearts rather than the Queen of Diamonds. There you go. So can you imagine wearing these in Vegas? They would be so cool. You know, going to the casino with these on. They've got like a woodland scene, little squirrels, little rabbit. I think, you know, and they're actually all right to walk in because you've got quite a base. You know, that's quite a base, you know, wide base. I like the way that all the dice are at different, you know, so it's not like a block. I've always said that with the dice heels. I just think they're fantastic. And that iridescent, actually that would go with my opera coat. Those shoes. But I think they're fantastic. Nice wide ankle. Now what have I got for you next time? The opera coat. I have got a new pair of shoes that are related to these, but they're in the brand new season, just come out. So I'll show you them, and I'll probably have another little bit of something as well to show you. But I'll do the long coat, the new shoes, and something else I'll find. Won't be sunglasses though anyway, I can promise you that. Anyway, stay irregular guys. Don't follow the crowd because it's so boring. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys. thanks for watching, and see you in a couple of weeks. Have a good couple of weeks. I think we're back to rain. Ugh. Well, definitely in Scotland we're back to rain anyway. Back to rain and cold. It's probably because I bought garden furniture. But anyway, bye guys.